Tonight, we are here to celebrate you and your induction into the National Honor Society. I congratulate you and your parents for this great achievement and for being examples of excelling all the core values of the National Honor Society. We've talked about scholarship, leadership, citizenship, community service, and character. You've worked hard. You've moved your life forward with purpose and intention. You've made wise choices. You've also made sacrifices. But most importantly, you achieved your goal. Let's give these fine young people another round of applause. We are so proud of you, and we truly, truly, truly commend your accomplishment. I also want to not only congratulate the families, but I also want to congratulate your extended families, your teachers, the people from the business community, principals, faculty, and friends. Because if there's one thing that I know for sure, you didn't get here tonight all by yourself. So I never want you to take for granted the love, support, and help that you get from the village of people that are in your life. The purpose of the National Honor Society is to create enthusiasm for scholarship, to stimulate a desire to render service, to promote leadership, and to help you develop character. You're being honored tonight for your achievement for excelling in all of these areas, but the story doesn't end here. I challenge you to continue to grow and develop in each of these areas. Now we're going to take a few moments to take a look at the core values of the National Honor Society. First of all, scholarship. Scholarship is not just about getting straight A's. That's important. But true scholarship doesn't really lie in the grades, the score, or even the honor tonight, but rather it lies in the process of learning. The process of learning from your mistakes, the process from learning from your successes. True scholarship is about becoming lifelong learners and loving it. One of the things that you can do right now is to be inquisitive, to read, to search the internet and learn a lot more about subjects that really interest you. And once you do that and learn about all the wonderful things in this world, you're going to see a broader world. So I want you to continue the learning process. One of the things that we hope that President Barack Obama and Michelle Obama has shown you, that it is cool to be smart. When Barack Obama was in school, they actually called him a bookworm. So there's nothing wrong with that. And you also have wonderful mentors in the faculty and staff of the school who are smart. So continue on your trek for strong scholarship. Now, leadership is not about how old you are, how much money you have. It's not about power. It's not about your job title. Leadership is not about telling others what to do, but rather, leadership is about what you do. It's not about what you can get. Leadership is about what can you give. It's not about getting people to do what you want them to do. Leadership is about people wanting to follow you. Now, each of you who are being inducted tonight, you are leaders. You may not feel that way because you feel like you're young, but there are people who are looking to you. So the real question is, what kind of role model do you want to be? So what I would suggest to you is that you continue what you're doing right now, striving for excellence, striving to be the best that you can be. You want to live a life of integrity, compassion, and self-discipline. I really don't think that Dr. Martin Luther King set out to be a leader. He just wanted to make sure that all races had equality. And he was so committed to doing that. Through his efforts, he did become a leader, and one of the greatest leaders that have walked on the face of the earth. Now, let's talk a little bit about character. And I do have a scenario for you young people. So let's say you're taking a test, and your teacher leaves the room. You're going through the test, but then you're having a little trouble with question number 15. Now you know exactly where the answer is in your school bag that's beside your desk. So the question is, do you look in the bag at the answer, or do you figure it out and move forward? I see you smiling. What would you do? Well, the answer to that question describes your character. However you decide to handle that tells a little bit about who you are and what you think. So the real test of character is, what do you do when you think that no one is watching? The good news is you can improve your character anytime you want to by always focusing on doing what's right, not always what's easiest. And finally, service. I know that each of you have dreams for your future. You probably have your careers all planned out, perhaps even the job or the car that you want to drive. But what's important is, and I think Winston Churchill said it best, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. So your goal right now is to kind of figure out, even being a young person, what are you good at? What do you want to do? Who can you help? You can start with your school. Look around your school. Ask your teachers, what can I do to be of service? This is a fine institution. They do a wonderful job here. This would be a great way for you to begin service. What about in your communities? Is there a neighbor that you can help? Can you shovel snow? Can you help a neighbor with some packages? These are all things that you can be thinking about even at this juncture in your life. And I want you to think about life as being like a bank. You can only take out what you've put in. So for example, if you put $300 in the bank, but you need $500, you can only take out $300. So the bottom line is, you cannot take more out of life than what you've put in. So you want to continue an attitude of service and watch and see the blessings flow. So as I said to you earlier, your story doesn't stop here. This is just the beginning for you. And I don't want you to feel like you have to be older or wiser or more educated to create the future that you want. Because see, whatever you do today is a part of creating the future that you will receive. So I want you to continue to commit to the core values of the National Honor Society. They were chosen for a reason. They were not chosen at random. These are the core values of your life and creating the life that you really want to live. Now we have a pledge that we want you to say. So maybe what I can do now is have all of the students who are being inducted into the National Honor Society to please stand. All right, and can I ask all of you to please come to the front of the room? Let's take a quick minute. Come on up here. I am the author and creator of my future.
I recognize that I am the author and creator of my future.
I can achieve anything that I set out to do.
I can achieve anything that I set out to do.
I am clear on the fact that if I don't control my destiny, someone else will. Control my destiny, someone else will. I embrace being a lifelong learner.
I embrace being a lifelong learner.
And I will do my best.
And I will do my best.
And be the best that I can be.
And be the best that I can be.
I will live my life with integrity.
I will live my life with integrity.
Compassion.
Compassion.
Self-discipline.
Self-discipline.
So that I will be a good role model for others.
Be a good role model for others.
I will will do the right thing even when no one is watching.
I will do the right thing even when no one is watching.
I will put my talents to good use.
I will put my talents to good use.
And provide service to my community and to others.
And provide service to my community and to others.
I will maintain a positive attitude.
I will maintain a positive attitude.
Because I recognize that the future that I see is the future that I will get. Congratulations.